Now we are going to talk about your store. Now there's a couple of ways to go to your store. This is basically all of the products, right? When I say store, I'm talking about the products, the product pages, all of that good stuff. One way to go to your store is go to your pages and click on store right here. Another way to go to your store is to literally click it on the master menu. And when you get to store now, like I said, products for you are already going to be set up with the descriptions and the pricing and all of that good stuff, as well as the images as well. Now, the supplier that we have set up for you is S4 Supply. The reason we use them is they have some of the best scaling options. So there are suppliers, I'm sure you've heard of AliExpress, which are super cheap, and they're good for people who are kind of just getting their feet wet. But what we found is if you use AliExpress, you kind of never are able to move past that phase of just getting your feet wet. I mean, you're kind of stuck in there for eternity. What you want is a supplier that can scale with you, that if you are growing and scaling, you have those options. But in order to scale, you need to look premium. You still need to start making sales, and one of the ways that you can start making sales is by coming off as a premium brand, not as some wholesale drop shipping company. So obviously, when it comes to your sites, you can go through them. We really focus on building you a branded presence, and paramount to that is to make sure that your website doesn't look like a drop shipping store, right? So we kind of brand everything, and supplier gives you the option to custom brand your product. And what I mean by that is that literally you can have your logo. And like I said in the last video, if you don't have a logo, don't worry. Reach out to us. We can we have graphic designers and we can create logos for you based on your brand name, and then you can choose whichever one you like, and you can send it to the supplier, and the supplier can add it to your products and to your packaging. So the supplier reaches out to you, and generally within 24 hours of you getting your store, and they'll reach out to you with the catalog link, so you'll have access to that, and they keep updating those as well. So as new bestsellers come out, as new products start selling and taking off, they'll push that to your catalog also, and then it's your call if you want to add that product to your store or not. But aside from that, they also, by the way, have an automation. So if you want to automate the supplier, and they'll go over all of this, but if you want to automate them and add them to your store, so what that means is that every time you get a sale, they'll automatically package, ship the product to the customer, and charge you automatically as well for whatever the product cost is. They can do that for you. Otherwise, you can keep it manual, and you can switch over to automated at any time. So it's not like you have to do that day one. But kind of going back to supplier is also not compulsory. So if you want to add another supplier, or if you want to drop the supplier altogether, you absolutely can. The store is 100% under your control, including the product and the stores and on all of that. So just with all of that housekeeping out of the way, let's talk about your store. Like I said, you can watch these videos, and these are going to do a really good breakdown of exactly what your store is, and how to add and change things. But like I said, creating a product, we've already done this for you, but just in case you wanted to do this, it's very simple. Enter product name, description, the price. On sale, if you do on sale, then it's going to ask you for the sale price, and you're going to get like a little banner on your website that kind of shows that it's a sale price, it's a discounted product. Stop keeping unit, weight, type of product, physical product, or is it digital product? If it's a digital product that you're selling, or maybe you're selling like a recipe book or something like that, what this allows you to do is add a product file that a customer, after making the payment, gets the download. So it's basically a digital product. You can also add a service, or not a membership but a service. If you do add a membership, you can choose membership, so you can actually customize what a membership is, or have different tiers of memberships, and have those available to the customer. So like I said, there's just tons of really cool options on this platform. Now underneath, you can track inventory. This is not something that you need to do because you don't have any inventory. It's all the supplier handling that for you, but you can add that if you needed to. You can tag customers. You can add additional questions. just in case there's like it says right here, engraving, right? If you want to customize the product for the customer in some way, you can do that. You can also add variations, color, size, material, and more. You can do those right here, and you can make a custom thank you page specific for this product. Otherwise, they're going to be taken to a general thank you page. But if you wanted to make a custom one, or you want to differentiate every single thank you page, you can do that. So again, tons of really cool options, really cool things to customize your product and checkout experience, which all adds to the customer. Now, one other thing, we are not only focusing on your website when it comes to making sales. You can see sales from omni-channel. What that means is you can be seeing sales from Amazon. You can also start seeing sales from TikTok Shop, and we can help you create all of these online presence, basically all of these online stores for no additional cost. So you can start selling across all of these different platforms at no additional cost. And in general, we highly recommend doing so because although your website, first of all, is optimized and ready, there's no traffic going to your website. It's a website in space. It's a website online. However, there are people going to search for your specific product on Amazon.com. So if you're selling in the beard care niche, there are people who are typing up beard care products and on Amazon and looking for your specific product. The same is true for TikTok. So while Amazon is kind of a hub for people who are searching for the product actively, TikTok is a sort of like marketing guru. It's great for driving new engagement and new traffic to your product. So both of those are really cool to utilize, and like I said, there's no additional cost. But what's even better is that what we found is most people will start seeing their very first sales from Amazon. So if you do go down the route of adding an Amazon storefront, and like I said, we can do that for you, as well as a TikTok shop, most people will start seeing sales within the first week from Amazon.com because, like I said, there's already people there that are searching for the product that you want to sell. So you might as well get in front of those guys as well, and there's no additional cost. So that's that. Now, the reason your website, though, is really important is because it's going to be linked to the Amazon site. It's also going to be linked to the TikTok shop. So you do kind of need to have this website up and running. Your supplier is also going to be running through this website, so obviously working with you through this website on the Amazon storefront as well as the TikTok shop storefront as well, especially for custom branding your products. They're going to need to work with you on this website. So it's still important to have this online presence, and more importantly, you want to get people away. So once you convert a customer on TikTok shop, you want to start getting them to come back, and we're going to talk about how to do that in email automations. But we want to get them to come back to our website because TikTok shop, for every sale you make, they're going to make a commission. Same thing with Amazon. So although it's great for getting that first few sales going, it's great for driving that first few bunch of people who are buying your product. It's always good to drive those people now to your own website that you have complete control over. There's no commissions you're paying or any kind of profit split, and you control the entire customer experience and the customer journey. So that's something that we're ultimately going to want to do. But going back here, so again, under store page, we have that get started panel, like I said. Now you are going to want to connect a sales payment processor, and there's a bunch of different options that you have. The best is going to be Stripe. It's very easy to make. Just literally click connect. If you don't have an account, you can make a new account. It does take 1 or 2 days to authorize or to verify your identity with Stripe, but it is one of the most reliable. There's also PayPal, obviously very popular, and also one that we would recommend. All these other ones are just the same. So it's not like they're bad, it's not like it's worse. Afterpay, for example, allows your customer to pay in 4 payments. So if you want to allow the customer to kind of finance their payment, activate Afterpay. So they each have their own quirks and features, but for the most part, you want to make sure that Stripe and PayPal are connected so customers have those 2 options. Store details, email for order notifications. This will automatically fill out, but if it doesn't, you're free to fill this out. If you have a physical address, you can put that here, or if you want to put the supplier's address here, you can do that as well. This is just general. Again, currency is going to be in USD anyways. Shipping options, so this is for your customer. If you want to add a free shipping option, you can do free shipping. If you want to add it weight based or price based, so if it's like $10 or less, it's free, or if it's $10 or more, it's free, or whatever you want to have set up here, you can do so. Taxes are done right here and they're automatically calculated, I believe, but don't quote me on that. And then of course we talked about payment processing and then checkout. So these are privacy policy, refund policy, and terms of service. You can generate each of these, so you can literally just go privacy policy generator and use whatever brand name that you come up with, and it'll automatically generate that privacy policy. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Refund policy is also obviously up to you. You can do a 30-day refund policy. That's what the supplier does, so it's generally good to match with the supplier. And aside from that, you can also copy the privacy policy that's already done on your website. So we kind of do work on that for you as well. But we are now going back up to layout and sign. Let me first go back to just make sure I didn't miss anything. Add store details. Yep, that's already talked about. And then shipping methods. Yep. So that's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and show the store layout. So there's different layouts when it comes to your store. There's that product page layout, which is right here, which is like, after someone is on here on the product layout or the listing page, they're going to click on a product, they're going to get to the product page layout. So let's start off with the most broad one. And this is there's just one product on this page, but here we can customize the product page layout. So we can do settings, and then we can customize where we kind of want the price to be. Below, or this is more like if it's hover. So if I hover above it, let me go ahead and open the preview. Well, I didn't save it. So by the way, any change you guys make, click save. So just remember that, otherwise you're going to lose it. So there it is. So it hovers over and shows the product price. I don't like doing that one. Some people swear by it because that basically means that people have to hover over each product. I just like making it as easy as possible for the customer. And this one I don't like because there's generally more information there. I just don't like that. So this one's generally my favorite. You can also add, so you can increase how many products are there per row. Obviously that'll make each one smaller. And basically just a bunch of customizing options that you can go through at your own leisure. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. We're going to go back to the store. Layout and styling. Now we're going to talk about product page layout. And so this is again a sample product page right here. There's related products. You can add reviews. You can add all kinds of different text here if you want to, and obviously we would recommend doing so as well. Now over here you'll have your add to cart column, and again you can customize this and have a bunch of different options as to how you want to kind of present your product to the customer. And like I said before, it's always optimized. So if you go to, well, whoops. Like I said before, so yeah, if we want to show it on mobile, it'll be optimized for mobile devices, for tablets, as well as for a desktop PC. So it automatically optimizes for all devices, no matter how you do the changes on the builder itself. So it just makes everything super easy for you. You don't need to kind of go through each and every format and customize it one by one. But all of these are going to be the same idea. Then there's the cart page, the checkout page, and the cart quick review. Again, some of these might not even be relevant to your business, but some of them may. So you have all of that here. Discounts is pretty obvious. It's going to be available for you guys, so don't worry about that. Subscriptions is obvious as well. This is more like if you have a subscription product, you can see all your subscriptions. Churn basically means people who are coming in and people who are leaving. Subscription products, so specific boxes. If you have, again, a subscription-based business, or if you want to make one, you can do that. And what you will need to do is change your product type to a physical product. Let me see. That's odd. It should be here. Physical product. There, okay. I think I'm just looking at how I can add another subscription product. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, okay, it wasn't enabled. Never mind. It wasn't enabled on this one. Orders is pretty obvious. So this is where you're going to see all of your orders coming in when it comes to all the orders that are made on your website. And dashboard, this is where like a general overview and an analytics section to your sales features. So all of the sales you made are going to be kind of showing up here. The subscriptions, upsells and downsells. This is basically people who are buying from your emails and stuff like that. And the top performers, top products, most biggest spenders, all of that is going to be here. You can customize this page and look for more information as well, just so you can make more informed business decisions. Kind of moving forward, so up in here we have other options. So there's contacts. This is basically a subscription center, so you're going to see all of your subscriptions here, and this is where you can kind of play with them. You can change tags, so you can add them to different funnels. We're going to talk about that in just a bit. And then we have appointments, which might not be relevant to most of your e-commerce businesses, but then again, if you have a heavy ticket or a big ticket product, and basically that generally might be, if you're selling something for $1,000 or more, and people might want to talk to you before, then you can add that option on your website, and you can manage all of your bookings here, or for anything else really. It's not something that you have to do for e-commerce. You can kind of, build and scale out of e-commerce if that's what you want to do. So all of that is here and available for you. In the next video, we're going to talk about the emails and automations and the sales funnel creation.